Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be freshening up our front porch area just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. I am going to be underplanting in this pot here. This is one of the peach hibiscus. We also have a small little bed up front that I need to go ahead and pot. I'm going to take the azalea bush out of the planter and put that in the ground, and then we're going to go ahead and create a couple of flower planters. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. It is starting to drizzle a little bit. I am so glad that I was able to get that area planted up. So I have the azalea here. This is the autumn carnation azalea, okay, and it blooms in the springtime, at the beginning of spring. So that is going to bring me some early blooms in the upcoming springs, but it is also evergreen, and it's going to get about 4 feet tall and about 4 feet it's going to grow about 4 feet out in width. And I also planted up the drift rose. I believe this is the blushing drift rose, and that rose can get about 2 feet about 2 feet tall and 2 feet wide. So I have one on that end, and I am going to try to go to our garden center and find another a blushing drift rose to put on the other side. That way I can have ground cover around the bottom of this azalea. So I'm really happy that I was able to get that planted up. Guys, it is starting to rain, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the debris up, and I'm going to go ahead and blow this area, and then I'm going to go ahead and where it is, boom, right there, I'm going to go ahead and underplant in that there. That is a peach hibiscus, as I mentioned in the beginning. I don't think I'm going to keep it here. I'm just not too sure about keeping it in this area. I believe I'm going to put it on the back porch because I kind of have that yellow peach kind of scheme going on back there at the current moment. And there's a lot of pink and white up here in the front. So I think I'm going to move that to the back. And plus, I just love that planter so much. It is a braided kind of terracotta wash planter, and I just really like it, and I want it on the back porch with me. So I'm going to move that back there, but let's go ahead and get this area cleaned up. I also, at the beginning of the video, you all see me weeding. I had some dianthus there, and that dianthus has lasted a whole year. So I am going to try and repurpose that in the garden. I'm kind of looking around. I'm wondering if I can plant it under the oak tree. If I have time, I'm definitely going to do that because I don't want them to die out on me. So I need to hurry up and figure out where I'm going to get those planted. But let's go ahead and move on to the underplanting of this hibiscus. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and underplant on this hibiscus. I am moving fairly quickly because it has begun to drizzle again. It has been drizzling on and off. So that is my warning to go ahead and get done. So let me go ahead and scratch the surface. All I'm going to do here is just plant up some petunias. These are some really cute petunias that I found at the garden center when they had the spring sale. So I think this yellow and this peach is going to look really cute together. So let's get that planted, and look at this grub right before I get started. I find a big fat grub. Check it out. Big fat grub right before I get started. Ugh. Okay. Alrighty, y'all, we have made it to the front porch. We made it to the front porch. So in this container here, what I want to do is do 3 containers over here. I'm trying to create some dimension and give this area a little bit of height. And I'm also trying to hide this area right here, back in here. So I purchased this gardenia. This is an Augusta Beauty gardenia. And the reason why I purchased this one is because this gardenia sprawls out, and it's also going to get, let me look at the height on this one. This is going to get, they say about 4 to 6 feet tall and about 4 to 6 feet wide. So this is definitely not going to be able to stay in the planter. I would give it, now the gardenia is not going to grow pretty quick, so I would give it maybe 1 to 2 years that it can stay in this container, tops. So I want to move it in this area, but also right here I want to create some height. So for the height, I went ahead and purchased this what is it called, a spiral, I don't know, spiral boxwood. Let me look at the name. This is a Eugenia topiary. So it says bright light full sun. It's a tropical plant, but I've had a few of these before in the past, and it can't stand this direct sun that we get here in this area. So I'm just going to keep it over here in this area. It is going to get a little bit of sunlight in the daytime, so I think it'll be fine. And I'm going to put it in this tall planter. Now it's not going to be able to stay in this planter, but this is just temporary until I can find something a little wider that it can go in. But for now, this is what I have. So let me just pour out a little bit of this soil. I'm sure the roots on this shrub is pretty root bound. So let's take a look. Oh, it's not too bad, I must say. I need to pour some more of this soil out. So I'll see you all in a minute. I also have another planter that I am going to go ahead and plant up some beautiful flowers. So hopefully I can get this area looking really nice. I'll see y'all back in a little bit once I get it all planted up. I am running out of daylight. I just finished that area and I absolutely love it. I am going to show you all that in the morning. It's going to be in this clip, but I'm going to have to show you that in the daytime. So I need to go ahead and finish this area up. I don't know how I want everything to be, so I'm just going to try to go with my mind, just be creative. So let's go ahead and get this area planted up with some goodies. Okay, everyone, what time is it, JJ? What time? I don't know. It is really dark outside. I cannot control myself. Once I start doing something, I just have to finish it. It's probably like, what, 8:30 maybe? It's probably between 8 and 9 o'clock. Stop it. It's probably between 8 and 9 o'clock. It has started to rain, so we were able to get everything situated. So I'll be back in the morning to show you all the planters that we created. See you in the morning. Hi everyone, as promised, I am back to let you all know the type of planters that we created It feels really, really good outside right now. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the planters. The sun is slowly rising. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything. I am really, really happy with it. I do have 2 more planters that I need to plant up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today because I don't even know if I have enough flowers that I can create some planters. But let's go ahead and take a look at the planters that we created on yesterday. All right, we are going to start over here in this corner. We definitely have to come and get the porch pressure washed. My husband said that's going to be for another day. One of the days where he have multiple days off of work. So maybe like a 3-day weekend, he'll come out here and get everything pressure washed. But let's take a look at the planters we created. We created this planter early on in the season. I did go ahead and get it pruned on last night, but this is just some red geraniums in this planter. And we also have some white petunias that is lining the basket. This right here is a cordylan, mint truffle cordylan, and it is outlined in red margins, and I absolutely just love this one. I 100% love it. It's my favorite. But right here, this is one of the planters we created. Isn't it a beauty? So the main focal point is this here. Oh my goodness, you all. Why is that so beautiful? But it shocked me. This is a Kalanko. This is a, what type of Kalanko was it? Let me get it right. This is a Blossville Diana Kalanko. And I was just so attracted to it. It doesn't look like your typical Kalanko. Look at it. It does not look like your typical Kalanko. I've been planting some things this morning, y'all. Excuse the dirty hand, true gardener's hands. But right here on the border, of course, I have petunias lined on almost all the planters because that is what is in abundance in the garden centers right now. And it is very affordable. The petunias are very affordable. So I have majority of the baskets outlined in petunias, but I think this is going to be so, so beautiful once everything fills in. And I just cannot wait to see this grow. And one thing about majority of these planters that I have is that majority of everything that I have besides the petunias and the geraniums are perennials in my area. So I love it. Now some of them are tender perennials, so I may have to plant them in a shaded area, but I love that I can reuse this after I take them out of the planters. So right next to this one here, this is going to be our jasmine. Now what type of jasmine was this? I have to look at the tags. This is why I don't throw the tags away. This is an Arabian jasmine and it blooms spring, summer, fall, and winter. Okay, what I love about this one, okay, let's take a look at the flower. It smells so divine. I just had to come and smell it again. It smells wonderful. So I wanted to get some beautiful perennials, shrubs that flower, but not only does it flower, it smells amazing. And that is this Arabian jasmine smells so good. Absolutely amazing. So this is in the corners here. Once we get our porch cleaned, once we get this situated, I'm thinking about getting some window boxes. I don't know. Of course, I'll have to rearrange it so that it won't be too crowded. I don't know if I want window boxes or if I want the rectangle planters in front of the windows right here. I'm not 100% sure. But let's go over here to this area. I am so happy about this area. Check it out. This turned out so lovely. So lovely. So my goal in this area is just to hide this empty space. Oh my goodness, because as I mentioned in prior videos, we don't have any gutters. So the rain falls off of the roof and it just creates just an ugly looking space back there. So what I plan on doing, since we don't have any gutters as of yet, is just getting another rain barrel in this area, but I needed some plants to be able to hide that. So I'm thinking ahead. I wanted to get a spiral, something with height, to add a little bit of dimension to the area. And this right here is an Augusta gardenia. I believe that's correct. Let's see. Yeah, Augusta. No, it's an August Beauty gardenia. I was close. So I picked this particular gardenia because, of course, it smells good. It's going to flower in the spring, summer, and fall. But not only that, it grows wild and bushy. Okay, so it's going to put on a lot of growth. It's going to get really, really tall. I don't think I'll be able to keep any of these shrubs and planters for quite some time. So maybe 1 to 2 years I'll be able to keep them. But for what it's worth, it's going to do its job in sprawling out and hiding some of that area. Let's give an applause to this planter right here. This is my favorite planter. I feel like this is the best planter that I have ever put together. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. 100% love it. So I saved the tags back here so that I can let you all know the different type of things that's in this planter. So let's get started with this corabels. You can't go wrong with corabels. As I mentioned, everything that are in majority of these planters, I'm going to be able to use in the landscape again. So that was the best thing, is I'm getting a bang for my buck here. So this is a mulberry corabel. Look at the deep purple on this. Oh my, isn't that pretty? That is just so pretty. And this is from Monrovia. It is just a pretty corabel, and I love how compact it is. Okay, next to, well, let's go behind the corabel. Let's check it out. Let's check it out and see some of those pretty blooms right there. This is the crystal blush calla lily. I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And of course, you all, this is a shade planter because everything in here likes partial shade. So it's going to be going in our shade bed. Let's just stop right here because I seen this on, let me see, I'm trying to think, where did I see this on? I went to Proven Winners website. Okay, I went to their website and I was looking for these saffron finch supertunias to line one of our flower beds with. But while I was doing that, I noticed this right here, and this is the angel wings. I'm not sure how to pronounce, but the angel wings senecio. This is so beautiful. Look, one thing I love it, the frosted, oh my goodness. And this right here, it states, a lot of these plants in this planter stated that it was an annual, but I went online to Google the actual plants because I'm like, wait a minute, I know calla lilies, corabels, these are perennials. So why is it saying annual? But they're tender perennials in our area, in my zone. I'm in zone 9B. So what I need to do is plant them in a shaded area. But check this out. This is just so beautiful, y'all. I love it. I 100% love it. And then what I have that's going to, I tried to do, what is the method of the planters? The thrill, spill, and fill. So my thriller is going to be the calla lily. My filler is going to be the senecio and the corabel. And my spiller is our periwinkle. This is just so cute. This is just too cute. Look at the variegated leaves on this one. Oh my goodness. Okay. As you can see, I just took some time and just gave some love to this planter because I must say it is my favorite. I love it. I love it. Also, what I've done this season is got some little, I don't know what they're called. The trays for my pots, so that once we get the porch cleaned, they won't be making these rings, these ring stains from me watering them. So that's one thing that I am doing this year. I'm trying to find them that can closely match with the planters a little bit. But yeah, give an applause, applause, applause. Let me stand up, guys. I was sitting down. But let's just give an applause to this area. Yay, 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 yay. Love it, love it. And this area here, we did this area. And oh yeah, yesterday we did this as well, didn't we? We took care of this area. Let's walk around. This is the blushing drift rose. And that there is a autumn carnation azalea. Okay, so pretty. And we have to find another drift rose, blushing drift rose, to fill in this area. I am just too thrilled about these planters and how the front porch is going to look. I love that I was able to purchase a lot of perennials, and that is going to save me money in the long run. Not only am I going to be able to get some interest out of these for the season, I'll be able to plant them throughout the landscape, and they're going to come back every year for me. So I'm so happy about that. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me here on Texas Bluebonnet Homestead. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.